Yeah, most definitely. I would say, like you said, I mean, some people ask for stuff and then they get it and don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And it causes them to be worse than they were before they got what they was desiring for. Mm-hmm. Like you say, man, some of the richest people in the world, some of the most unhappiest people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because they just seek to get more money and more money and more money because they feel like that's gonna fill those voids. But that's not like something physical is not gonna fill those voids that people looking for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's very dangerous to want to just keep expanding, especially if you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Oh, you say keep expanding. You're talking about through physical means.
Right, okay. Through physical means.
So have y'all ever gotten something and it just not being as good as you thought it was going to be once you got it? Like you were striving for something. I'm going to get it. And then you got it and you like,
I can sit here at this table, but 100% real and be like, yeah. And it was something freaking stupid, and it was a Louis Vuitton belt.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about that, Trey.
Man, you know.
First and foremost, you wanted the belt because you saw it somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You saw it on somebody, or you saw it.
Yeah, saw somebody else had one, and be like, oh yeah, I like that.
And at that point, you notice the limit because the limit is you ain't got it.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, man, I want that, but I ain't gonna get that color. I'm gonna get another color. Yes, I'm gonna get something somebody ain't got. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So somebody can see mine and want it. Mm-hmm. Man, long story short, man, ended up spending almost $300. $300 on that belt, maybe even more. Got it, you know. Wearing it most of the time, you know, you got your shirt down, folks can't even see the belt. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to be down here with my pads to my ankles just so you can see I got on my Louis belt.
Or tuck your shirt in.
Yeah, or tuck my shirt in, or walk around with a tank top on. You know,
all the time.
Yeah,
Dome cold, tank,
just so they can see the belt. You know what I'm saying? But then afterwards, I had it. Man, probably for about a month, it was like, man, why I even did this? You know what I'm saying? Could have got one and got me a dang on $10 belt from Walmart to still do the same job.
Still had $290.
Yeah, man. So that would have been that would be my example of something I was just shouldn't have did. Man.
Jarvis, should you try to expand through physical means?
Should you? Nah, you shouldn't. But like Tri said, it's one of the most dangerous things because you know it's what you see. Like I said in an earlier podcast, you know, your eyes and your ears is the gateway to your soul. So if you see something, you feel like that's something that you need, it was really not what you need, then you know it's pointless. It's you're not improving like that. Like Travis said about the money, like. You keep wanting more, and like you said, your boundary, you can't hold it up. Like another example, I might be a bad example, but first thing came to mind is like pretty much you hungry and you was like, damn, I want to go to a buffet.
That's a good example. Just let you know, you on a good track. You got to bring it home. It's a good example.
Well, it's like going to a buffet. Like you was like, dang man, I'm hungry, man. I'm gonna go in, man. I'm gonna get like 3 plates. Pig out. So man, you get to like plate number 1, you're like, okay, man, it's pretty good. You know, I'm alright. Plate 2, you're like, okay, man, I'm getting pretty full.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel you. I'm sorry, I keep laughing. But it's like, yeah, you get full. When plate 3 come, you like, shoot, man, like I want more, but like I'm beyond my means. I'm good. Mm-hmm. So like that's like a quick example I could use. But yeah, physical, like it's we shouldn't try to expand through that. But like I said, it's one of the most dangerous things.
So earlier we were talking about using self-expansion against self-preservation, but by trying to expand through physical means, this is probably a time that you have to apply self-preservation to self-expansion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you didn't finish the buffet example, but the buffet example would have to be, well, do you eat plate 3 or not? You know what I mean? And that's where you have to apply something, because you usually regret self-expansion through physical means. Right? At a certain point, you regret it. At the point that you knew you should stop and you go through it, then you regret it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're not, if I desire to be limitless and I can't get it through physical means, right? I can't expand limitlessly through physical means, right? Because what's enough money? I don't know. When do you stop? When is there enough? When is enough women? How many you got to get before you like, I met my quota?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When is it enough? Can you have enough sex? Can you drink enough liquor? Can you smoke enough dope?
Yeah.
Like, when is enough? You know what I'm saying? And if I can't get it through physical means, then where can the human mechanism tap into limitlessness on a constant basis? Where is limitlessness? Where can I find limitlessness? What is limitless?
What is limitless?
The table getting deep. I'm talking about, I see the wood sinking in the table is getting so deep. What's up? What is limitless at?
Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know me. Of course, I have to say it's on the inside.
All
It all starts with you on the inside, as far as you, peacefulness, mindfulness. You just free on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where it all starts from. Like I said, when I was talking about the money, it's not about how much money you got. That's not gonna fill those voids. Mm-hmm. It's you sitting down, doing that meditation, you know, seeing what's going on the inside of you, you know, have a conversation with yourself and see what's going on, and that'll help. I mean, I think that's where it all comes from. It starts in you, because like you say, that's how we live. We live from the inside, not the outside. So you already kind of, I don't want to say throwing yourself off track when you chasing, well, when you're trying to expand physically, you know what I'm saying? Of course, there is times where you do want to expand physically.
That's not a bad thing.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe on a job, with your family, you know, different relationships you may have with friends and things like that. But from a physical aspect, you know, just things that you can hold in your hand and stuff like that, I think that limitless, like you said, it starts on the inside. It comes from the inside. Like, you can be free as you want, you know what I'm saying? As long as you good on the inside, as long as you got the right mindset, the right thoughts, all of that stuff, man. It starts with you on the inside. Because
the physical and the non-physical do play off each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not a bad thing for physical expansion is not a bad thing. It's not good to do it unconsciously. Right. It's not good to have a conscious awareness of what's going on and why you're doing what you're doing. Because if I'm trying to expand physically for, what you say, happiness and joy, then that's detrimental. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm never gonna reach it. You know what I mean? So, Trav, I think you used the word peace. Mm-hmm. So, would you say that peace is limitless?
I would, yeah. For me, I think that's a good way to explain limitless to people listening. I think it's just peace.
Because, I mean, essentially, when we talk about stuff with limits, we're talking about the physical, because it has a defined boundary. Mm-hmm. Even my body has a defined boundary. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain place where I stop and Jarvis starts. All right? There's a certain, like this table. That's why you can get the area of it, and you can get, you know what I'm saying? You can take measurements of it. You can figure out how long you need this, because it's limited. It has a start and a stop point. Patience. Would you say patience, Jarvis? Is patience limitless? Is there a limit to patience?
Yeah, to certain people,
We're talking about in general. Don't apply it to somebody.
But
because essentially they give themselves a limit, but is there a limit?
Not really, no.
And that's because it's not physically bound by anything.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's nothing that say, all right, every person in the world got this amount of patience. After this, no more patience.
No more patience. It's over with after this. You know what I mean? So, if I'm looking for limitless, where I go? I'm looking for the limitless. Can I get it out the Louis store? They got limitless up in there. I come to get some of them limitless belts. you know, I want the belts that's gonna go on forever, baby. Yeah.
Hey, that's
where I get it.
First thing come to mind, I'd say love, happiness, peace. I mean, I give you all my generosity, pretty much, my kindness. That's like first thing come to my mind. Cause I mean, I don't know, cause that's kind of a tough question though. If you think about it though.
Okay, what's the tough? What makes the question tough?
Cause you say living is like, I don't know.
So
like,
you just named some things that, in my opinion, are limitless.
Yeah, what I'm saying, but like, besides that, I can't think of anything else. That's what I'm saying. Like, besides,
what he's saying, like you said, happiness, peace. Like, where do you go to get all of that?
Where that stuff at? Where you find that?
Where you find it at?
Like,
it's pretty much the inside. It's like he said, the inside. Like you find that in your core values.
So you probably shouldn't go to your mama for love.
Huh?
I'm asking.
Say that again.
Should you go to your mama for love?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. But it starts from the inside. You gotta love yourself first.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I was asking the question. Because your mama is limited, right? She's physical.
Yeah, she's physical.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying you got to love yourself first. And then, your love will spread out to others. That's why one of the, I ain't gonna say within our community, that's one of the things that people don't understand. Like we hate our community, but it starts from within, pretty much. Like, I don't know. I always run into this talk with people. Like, I don't mean to go all off subject, but like, I always run into this subject. I mean, this conversation when people say is the black people can't get along. Like, white people can, like, if they're in this barrel by themselves, they can live together.
No, they can't.
I don't know why.
They can't.
Look at politics. They can't.
Yeah. What I'm saying is just like, I mean, yeah, true. But in my mind, like, the people that I always talk to, they always say that black people, none of us can't get along. You put us in one spot, it's just gonna be chaos.
And they black, right?
Yeah. But like I said, I don't want to go all the way else.
What you know is your community.
Yeah,
true. I bet you talk to some white people, they say the same thing about white folks because they live in the white community.
Yeah.
This ain't a color thing. This is a consciousness thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about unconscious people come in all colors. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the vast majority of people are unconscious.
True.
Like we said earlier, who you think got a conscious awareness of? Oh, I got this force going on. I got this force going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time for this. I need to do this.
Yeah, they just living life pretty much.
It's all on accident.
Yeah, just living their best life on accident.
Living their best life on accident. People say I'm living my best life and they don't know.
Well, that's why I say that, because when I see that, I just look and I cringe like, how do you know this is your best life you living?
Cause man, it's the weekend and I'm in the club.
Right.
That's why I'll never say that. I'll never say that. Bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I will never say that. That's why when I see people put that, I just always cringe like, how do you know this is your best life? Like you said, you just complacent. Like, oh, I'm living my best life now because I know this is what making me happy right now.
I think exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. I think people use that. Oh, I'm living my best life as a right now thing. Oh, I'm having fun right now. This was making me happy right now. So, hey, this is my best life.
It's my best moment.
But tomorrow, when Monday morning come, then now I gotta be back here, and then, you know what I'm saying. When Friday come again, you gonna be living your best life.
So the best life is a Friday thing.
Yeah, it's a weekend thing.
It's a weekend thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like you said, a moment thing. Whenever I'm having fun,
It's moment to moment.
Yeah, but when the bills come in, you ain't living your best life then.
Right. So when the bills come in, right? Is that a moment where I could expand? We're talking about limitlessness. We want to be limitless. The bills are physical. They on a piece of paper. All right.
You can rip those up and throw them away.
Yes, sir, you can.
Yeah.
Is that an opportunity to be limitless?
With bills?
Can you live your best life with bills in the mailbox?
Yeah, I think so.
Talk to me.
I mean, yeah. I don't think bills shouldn't. Bills are part of life.
I agree.
So I mean, you shouldn't let bills. I mean, unless you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think bills should be a reason. Like, oh man, for you not to be positive, for you not to have that peace, anything like that.
So we're talking about you brought consciousness and awareness into the conversation, right? So I open the mailbox, I get the bill, and of course, my first reaction is probably like,
dang, another bill.
You know what I mean? Dang, another bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we talk about self-expansion, we talk about self-preservation. Cause would the bill be self-preservation? Yeah, I think that's a form of self-preservation. I don't want to give out money, especially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But is that an opportunity where I could expand? Where I could still find joy? I can still be joyful?
Oh yeah, when the bill come, light bill come, I pay it. Still got lights, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Water bill come, I pay it. I still can take a bath. We still got water. I'm good.
So it's about how I look at it.
Yeah, I still got a place to
It's
stay.
about that perception that we was talking about last week, right?
Yeah.
That's how you looking at it pretty much.
And if I perceive it right, then I can still expand. Right? And now I'm expanding through proper means. Right? My entire life can be expanded through proper means. And by going inside like that, first and foremost, noticing that cringe feeling that you get when you look at a bill.
I mean, and two, you shouldn't be surprised by a bill by now. I'm pretty sure it ain't your first one.
Yep. But the natural, just because of
You got to give money
the
away,
perception
yeah.
that has been built your whole life about bills, you have a natural reaction to it.
you
People
right.
have always painted bills in negative light, so once you look at one, it's not, I mean, it happened to you on accident. It happened to you during unconscious moments. You were unconsciously reared that way. You know what I mean? I'm sure some people grow up in certain households, they don't give a darn about a bill because they rich, so they probably have a different perception of bills than somebody over in Yamakra. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the historical data, like we were talking about last week, the perspective. It depends on the historical data that you have towards bills. But we're just talking about on average, you know, folks with high income, you know, it's a chance that you look at a bill that you got a certain, you know, you can feel a certain type of way about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, just close it up and sit it on back.
Sit it on back. Hey, catch the mailman at the mailbox. Hey, I don't think that's one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Especially that loan, boy. You get that loan.
Get that interest.
Oh, yeah, man.
Add this on this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's an opportunity in that to expand. You know what I mean? And I've started to come across many opportunities at work, especially dealing with people. When I say this is an opportunity to expand my patience. It's an opportunity to expand my kindness. You know what I mean? These opportunities, and they always play off another feeling that I get. I get my feeling of self-preservation, and I say, this is not a time for me to be preservative. You know what I'm saying? Because self-preservation is about survival. You know what I mean? And this isn't detrimental to me. My body's trying to make it seem like it is. Because, Trav, you talked about routine earlier. Everything is detrimental to the body that goes against routine. Because the brain is set to function on routine. Set to function the same way every time. Right? The body is always looking for continuity. You know what I'm saying? So how I respond to a situation, I'm going to respond every time. And then my body is going to make me feel, it's going to give me a negative feeling if I try to respond in a different way, because the body does not know how that way could work out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the self-preservation aspect comes from. It's a like we said now, it's a beautiful thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. We keep us from walking in front of buses and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it has to have a boundary to it. Right. So, how y'all feel about that conversation? It was a little tough.
Yeah, it was.
It was a little tough to wade through. It's some heavy concepts.
But it was great though. It was well needed.
It was well needed?
Yeah, because like you said, a lot of us, we tend to pretty much build up that wall, and we just pretty much, that can hurt us in different aspects. Just like I said, when I talked about how my week went, I mentioned when I said that growing up, I didn't like to communicate with a lot of people. I used to like talk to y'all or like my family, but other people I don't know, I'd be like, man, I don't know you, I ain't about to talk to you. So now knowing that, like I said, that could burn some of my bridges, but not communicating with other people I don't know. Like I said, a conversation go a long way. Like I said, when I see people in school and stuff, they might be having a bad day, so I might say, hey, how you doing? Is your day going all right? Just start a conversation. Like I said, it might go a long way. Like you never know who you're running to. Like plenty of examples. Like I could be a college student and I just be shopping at Walmart and I start a conversation with somebody and he could probably be a CEO or president of a company that I'm probably trying to apply for. That conversation go a long way. So like I said, this conversation is pretty much good, man. A lot of people need to hear it.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, sort of what he said too, but still, I like how you brought it up as far as when you asked the question. A lot of people not even aware of these two different things going on. So I think now, us having this conversation, that people hearing it, hopefully it can help some people and they can start noticing, like, hey, I'm doing this right now, but I need to be using a little bit more of this right now. You know what I'm saying? I need to expand a little bit more and stop being so complacent and so comfortable right now. Maybe they'll see a change, man.
Yeah. And there's some emotions that are tied to self-preservation, things that keep you from doing stuff like fear. Fear is not a bad thing. Worry and doubt and all of those things. Those, and we said before that emotions are indicators, right? So those are certain kind of indicators to let you know what's going on. Yeah. Anger, all of these things will kind of give you inside look to, okay, for some reason I'm trying to preserve right now, all right, and to work through it at that point. Right. And it's a skill like any other skill. Consciousness is a skill. Like we talked about tools. Tools versus rules, right? It's something that you can learn to use and learn to use better and learn to use more accurately as you practice. You know what I'm saying? The more practice you get it. And one of the things essentially about meditation that I've come to really enjoy is really realize is to find this joy and this peace doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. Nothing but existing. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about nothing, not being nothing, not doing nothing, just breathing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you can find, once you found the ability to find some joy in breathing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something you're going to be doing all the time. Yeah, that's a full-time job.
Take it for granted because they don't realize that they're doing it all the time.
Yeah, but if you can find a joy in breathing, you can pretty much find joy anywhere. Yeah. Doing anything. You know what I mean? So, man, great conversation, fellas. Yeah. Awesome conversation, man. Good insight. Really like how we all, man, thought on our feet today and brought fresh perspectives. You know what I mean? Not something that was rehearsed, but definitely off the cuff. I think good examples and great insight again. Yeah. So we're leaving the people with something, man. I went last week. I think I'm gonna fit in second. I'm gonna start with Jarvis. I'm gonna ping it here, and then we're gonna go to trial.
Ooh, ankle leg.
Ankle leg. What your leg used to run?
Ankle leg. Man.
You was ankle? Yeah. I was handing that thing to you. I'm third. I'm a curve bender. You know what I'm saying? I got a natural lean. Yeah. Big Jarvis. We're leaving the people with something, man. Come with something fresh now, cause I know what you told them before. Come with something fresh.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. And that might be a good one, man.
Yeah, just pretty much like I said earlier, man, don't burn your bridges. Like I said, this is a great topic because this is the age of social media, so a lot of people see stuff and they want to expand off that. They think that seeing that will probably benefit them, and pretty much just have to just be aware that everything you see is not good for you. Everything glitter is not gold, pretty much. For example, I can use quickly, like I got a phone that could work, I could text people, I could call people. I don't need that new iPhone 10. Like, what is it? It's materialistic. So you just gotta be aware of just pretty much be aware in all situations, and just pretty much know that everything is what you see is not best for you. So yeah, don't go chase waterfalls.
Good man.
Yeah.
Hey, I think mine this week, man, a little catchy little phrase, man, is do it on purpose. You know what I mean, we talked about earlier in the podcast how you can be on that deathbed and come to the realization that you never lived life. You know what I'm saying? You owe it to yourself, man, to live the life on purpose. You know what I mean? To be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. All right? You owe that to yourself rather than being on autopilot for your whole life. We said earlier, man, you can do a lot of good stuff on accident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Never have a conscious awareness of where the desire comes from, what the desire is linked to. It is a good desire, right? You can get a master's degree off of a bad desire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go get a whole master's degree because somebody else got it. You know,
a lot of people like that.
You know what I mean? You can have things that are perceived as good things and never even know the reasons behind them, and never even know why they never made you happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get to the end and regret it all. What everybody else perceived on the outside as good, K Spade done killed herself. You know what I'm saying? And my wife got like 8 of her purses. You know what I mean? But why? You know? So, man, like I said, bro, you can really do a lot of good stuff on accident. But that don't mean that it's for you, and without a conscious awareness of it, there's a good chance, man, that you can get to the end and regret it all, man. So I just like to say, man, whatever you do, man, do it on purpose.
Like
Good,
that.
man. For me, man, I think I'm gonna leave them with something short and sweet, man. Just believe in yourself. Let's try to refrain from putting limits on ourselves, man, and jump over that obstacle of fear, man, and just go for it. Believe in yourself. If you got a dream, go get it, man. Just stop, like we talked about earlier. Stop putting those limits. Stop building those walls. Just have that conversation with yourself in the mirror. Believe in yourself, man, and go do it.
I like that, Trav.
Yeah.
You know, that with the UPS and the extended hours, we haven't been able to really I haven't been able to be a part of the conference calls. I know that y'all did it a few days by yourselves, but I haven't been able to be a part of them. And one thing that we haven't discussed on the conference calls is the flashcard. Another week, man, we don't have the flashcard.
Yeah. Listen, that's why I was just trying to get.
You gonna put it in notes on your phone?
I am, man. I am. I promise we gonna get it right. We gonna have it.
Let's do it today, man. As soon as the podcast over, let's do it today.
Yeah.
This is the last time going off the dome. Go and take us away off the dome, Trey.
Yeah, man. So if y'all want to reach us, what if? I mean, y'all can get us on Facebook, and that's at What If SAV on Facebook. # What If SAV on Facebook. My email is whatifsavannah@gmail.com. Website whatifsav.com. And IG is whatif_SAV. Follow us, man. Hit us up. Any comments, concerns, questions, anything, man. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. We here.
Also, if you're interested in the tutoring.
The tutoring, can't forget about that. We got the tutoring going on. What is it? Spanish, English, math.
It's certain standardized testing. Since y'all they got to kick it at in the school system, so.
Yeah. I think that's just about it, man.
That's just about it. Hey, man. Always here to help. Definitely enjoy the conversations. Hey man, before we get out of here, man, this man John cracked me up the other day, man. So you know we talk about Bama on the podcast. You know he's from Athens.
Yeah.
So last Monday after the game, he had texted me and said, hey, if you want to start a sports podcast, then do that. Hey, my man said, hey, you want to start a sports podcast?
Sound like an old Georgia fan.
He said, you want to start a whole sports podcast, then do that. You ain't going to keep talking about Bama on this podcast. You about to lose a loyal member.
I tell John, I will do that. I will do that on his behalf. I will be Stephen A. Smith Jr. on him.
So we're not gonna talk about no sports, man. Besides the fact that Bama is gonna play in the playoffs. The only team to play in it every year since its conception. Maybe has Clemson been in every year?
I don't think they was that last year, was it?
Last year? They was there last year, brother.
Were they?
Yeah.
Who we played for the nationals? Who we beat for the nationals?
Georgia.
We beat Georgia last. Oh yeah, we did beat Georgia last.
Yeah,
My bad, John. Yeah, we did beat Georgia last. Oh no, that was earlier this year.
Yeah.
We beat them earlier this year.
2 times in the same year?
2 times in the same year. Hey, in the same way. In the same year. Backup
same
quarterback.
exact way.
Backup quarterback every time.
Same place too.
Same place.
Oh, yeah.
Who was in the same place to be?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I think we might be the only team to play in the playoffs every year since it started.
Yeah.
If I can.
Man, we don't care about Bama. We ain't gonna talk about sports, man.
Gotta keep all the numbers.
That's how I go.
Alright, so hey man, again, this What If, man, where possibility begins. Signing out, I'm your boy CJ.
It's your boy Trav, I'm out.
And then it's your boy Jarvis.
Let's go.